welcome to Coloring with Shirley. I want to welcome all of the new subscribers. We're gonna continue on the forest mandala. Again, we're using the Black Widow color pencils, and last week I skipped the 20 minutes of coloring because I just couldn't find any time to actually do it and edit the whole thing. It kind of takes a few hours and I kind of needed that for work. So I hope you guys don't mind. This week I'm gonna be doing the California fox, and we have several here in California. For some time their population went down, but this year it came back pretty strong, so it's pretty exciting to see that. So now we're gonna use the Black Widow color pencils, and the ones I just pulled out is the pumpkin, the Black Widow, the banana, the spider web, and the Casper, which is the white. And we're gonna start with the lightest color. As always, I start with banana. And then what I'm gonna do, they have kind of like, the ears have a little bit of color there, and then their chest kind of have some of the color. They're mostly gray, but they do have some orangey yellowish tones in some parts of them. So we're gonna do some over here by the legs, and then their tail kind of on the bottom of it have some color. So I'm doing medium pressure, just putting down the color right now. Then I'm gonna go with the pumpkin, which is my orange, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some color, but like with lines, to start showing kind of the code. So it's just random lines, and this is low pressure. So I'm going kind of doing those lines in the same direction of where the hair will go. So in the chest it's kind of outwards like this, but then in the tail it goes this way, kind of an S shape. And the legs here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cover some with the gray, which is spider web, and then I'm gonna go in the face, leaving some white here and there. Medium pressure. So as you can see, I kind of color in the direction of the hair. And now I'm making kind of lines, so I can have that kind of hair, individual hair look. So I want to do that all over with medium pressure, again following kind of like a direction where the hair will be. Now what I can see here is like their crown is darker, and then it goes down to their nose. Okay, now I'm going to take my black, and they have a very distinctive tail because it has kind of like a black stripe in the middle. So I'm going to do that high pressure, and then I'm going to center and then out. Now I'm gonna go back with the gray spider web, and then I'm gonna create more hairs. These are gonna be short hairs. They have this really strange coat, like the hairs are kind of short. Okay, I'm gonna go back with the yellow, which is the banana, and I'm gonna darken those parts over the orange. Now I'm gonna take the black widow, which is the black, and then start darkening some of the parts. So high pressure, and then I start loosening up, and then I want to turn it kind of to hairs randomly. Okay, same thing here. On the middle, I want to make it darker, because these are the two legs, and then this is kind of like the center, his chest, belly area, and darker on this side. I want to create some shading under here, so I'm gonna do the same thing and kind of turn it into hairs. So I'm doing short black hairs here, randomly. Okay, now I want to take the eyes, and their eyes are very black, so I'm gonna cover most of it, but then I'm gonna leave a little white part, which is gonna bring me kind of that highlight that is gonna make it look like an actual eye. And then they have this little stripe here, kind of like an eyeliner that goes down towards their eyes, and then it kind of falls into their nose, and then there's another little line here. So I put a base color, doing it medium pressure, and now I want to go over it with some hairs. So very small little hairs. Now I'm taking back my orange and adding some color there. This is the pumpkin. Back to the black, and the ears inside have some black. And then I want to create more hairs on the top, small short hairs. they kind of have a mean look because of that black around their eyes and their eyes being black, but actually they're very playful and sweet. Okay, now I'm gonna get some gray and make a shadow under the the chin here. Now here's where the Casper comes in. I'm gonna go over the whole thing here. Alright. Go over with the black around the eyes again. Just to enhance the color there. Alright, and that's my California fox. So we still have some time. So I'm gonna do more of the green. So I don't remember which colors I used, but I'm thinking I only have a few, so I probably use the cicada and the fan green. So I'm gonna do the same thing here, medium pressure all over the green part. It looks like I missed some part of this tree. So I'm gonna bring my browns for the bottom of it. And I'm gonna go over with my yellow. The brown I use is tarantula, and then I'm gonna use the banana to go over it. Same thing here. Then I'm gonna use the Black Widow and make some shadows. Okay, now back to green. This is fan green. I'm gonna sharpen this. Okay, now that I sharpen it, I'm gonna go randomly in some parts, high pressure, and then loosen up. Just kind of in the corners to give it some shadows. I'm going high pressure and then loosen up as I go the opposite direction. Okay, now I'm gonna use my yellow banana and then go over to give it kind of highlights on the other parts. Let's do my stars over here, using the banana, kind of going over the black to make it look like it's shiny. And then more of that green on this side. It's really easy, just medium pressure, and you color the whole thing. color the whole thing. And then with the darker green, which is the fan green, then you just do highlights to give it depth. In some you're gonna go like really dark because these little parts kind of under everything, and then some you just kind of do high pressure and then loosen up just to create a shadow. So look for those small places that might be the ones that are behind everything, and then the rest just randomly give it some shadow from the bottom up of the leaf. And then go back with the yellow and do the same thing, just randomly put some highlights in there. And that's it. Okay, I want to do this part now, and for that one it's kind of the soil, so I'm gonna use this color, which is kind of like a tan color. It's called Stink Bug, and then I'm gonna cover the whole thing this color. Okay, and then with a darker brown, and in this case I'm gonna use Huntsman, and then I'm gonna go from the corner inwards, high pressure, and then loosen up, and I'm gonna do that all around it. Okay guys, so I think that's it for today. Hopefully next week we can finish up this mandala. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the greens everywhere because it's pretty much the same thing, and then maybe next week we will be able to finish these two. And I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope at least you guys enjoyed watching me and got some ideas for your own projects. And other than that, I'll see you next time.